So in 2 months, I'm gonna be 49 years young, feeling like I am in the absolute best shape of my life, never felt better, living my life to the fullest. So in this video, this vlog style video, I'm gonna share some of the changes I've been making to my diet, to my workouts, to my overall lifestyle that's really allowing me to thrive and to just feel my absolute best. And the first thing is these morning walks, my furry homie Chiefy dog. I really appreciate John reaching out yesterday, mentioning that he hasn't seen Chief in some of my videos lately. I haven't recorded a vlog in a little while, so this is going to be a lot of fun here. That's definitely been a change in my life. Chief is going to be 13 years young in 2 weeks. And I noticed like 10 months ago, his hips and his knees were starting to bother him. So like prior to that, we were getting out for 2 40-minute walks a day, one in the morning, one in the evening. And we slowed it down to 2 to 3 10-minute walks, just so we could kind of manage that pain there, not trying to push him too hard. Now, 2 months ago, I visited his vet, and they recommended Librela, I think is the injection, to help manage the pain and the arthritis in his knees and his hips there. There's definitely been an extra skip in his step, and we've been pushing these morning walks to about 20 minutes, sometimes 25 minutes. It's a hot morning out here right now, so we're taking a little break to cool him off here, but the injections have been helping, but still it's a little less activity for me, so kind of had to be aware of that and try to just work in other activities throughout my life. Just got out of a kick-ass hot yoga class. I've now been practicing for 20 months. It has been an absolute game changer for my physique, for my overall well-being in all aspects of my life. And it continues to humble me in so many different ways, really exposing areas that I can continue to improve upon in regards to my mindset, my physical capabilities, like exposing weaknesses, maybe not necessarily imbalances, but just areas that could still use work. And it's really inspired me to incorporate a lot more calisthenics into my overall active lifestyle, whether I'm incorporating it into my workouts or outside of the gym, just spending a few minutes, or outside of the yoga class as well, a few minutes doing some handstands, some crows, some L-sits, different exercises are going to challenge my body in a different way to develop some functional strength and just overall balance and well-being to my physique, to just make me as able-bodied as I can possibly be. So I'm going to be sharing a lot more of those kind of calisthenic exercises in these videos, probably do a lot of them in like short form videos showing what's been having a positive impact on me, how it's been having a positive impact on me, why I'm incorporating it into my training, and why I think you should as well. But yoga, I'm telling you, just been such a game changer in my life, and there is nothing quite like being humbled, like thinking you're strong, thinking you're athletic, thinking you're functional, thinking that your mind is in such a great place, but there's always work to be done. So I just finished a freaking amazing leg workout, loved every second of it. And one aspect that my workouts have changed recently has been the carryover from yoga, where yoga exposed some of the weaknesses. I'm adding in exercises into my training plan that is going to help improve upon those weaknesses, strengthen those weaknesses. One of them being the hip flexors. I always knew my hip flexors were tight, but I didn't realize they were weak. There was a lot of exercises where like my quads were cramping up. They were doing work that they shouldn't be doing because the hip flexors weren't doing the work that they should be doing. So working in some hip flexion exercises with my training plans. I love the hip flexion machine. I really, honestly, it's been a game changer for me. It's really had a positive impact on just my overall functionality, overall strength. My ability to be able-bodied has been greatly improved from strengthening my hip flexors. Another one has been the inner thighs. So in yoga, when I was doing like single leg balancing poses, I really realized that a lot of my body weight was shifting to the outer aspect of my foot. So my IT band would feel tight, my glutes and hips were engaged, yet my inner thighs weren't turned on very well there, and they were very weak. So really making sure that I'm incorporating some adduction exercises into my monthly training plan. And this month in the Lose Fat Get Jacked Inner Circle, we're following an upper lower split routine. So we're all following the same workout plan, which makes it a whole lot of fun. The shared experience and sharing how we're each kind of like modifying the plan slightly to suit our own personal needs. Last month we followed a body part split routine. The month before that we followed a push-pull split. The month before that was a full body workout plan. And this is another area that has changed for me in regards to my workouts. I used to stick with the training split for 8 to 16 weeks and just make subtle changes to that plan, to that split each month. So I might swap out an exercise, I might add a set or two, so increasing the volume a little bit each month, might add in an intensity technique like a drop set, maybe the next month swap it out for a rest pause set. And I love that approach. I did it for years, but right now I'm getting back to my roots where I used to love changing my splits every month. And everyone is loving it in the group. The argument against it is like some coaches say, well, you're not giving yourself enough time to progress on that plan. But if you're keeping a lot of the exercises the same, you can still progress with those movements no matter what the split is. And the benefit of changing this split is that it makes it easier to increase your training volume if that's what you're looking to progress each month. So like a body part split routine, your volume would be pretty low. Upper lower split like we're doing right now, you can increase the volume and spread it out across 2 workouts a week. If you want to do a full body workout 3 times a week, even 4 times a week, it gives you even more opportunity to spread that volume out throughout the week. So at the end of the week, you're doing more total volume. And really, we're all loving it because it keeps our enthusiasm sky high. Changing the split each month, it just gives you, first of all, it gets you wanting to like give the best yourself to the split, knowing it's only going to be 4 weeks. Then you change it up and you're like, all right, I can't wait to see how my body responds to this split and still make progress with some of those movements that we're keeping in the plan. And speaking of progress, progressive overload, number one rule for making gains there. But I don't really focus on increasing the reps, increasing the load. Like I'm not obsessed over the numbers anymore like I used to be. Now, really, I don't even count my reps or really don't care less about the weight. All that matters to me is that I'm training very, very close to or to the point of true momentary muscular failure. So if my goal is to leave a rep in reserve, it doesn't matter if like I'm doing one more rep or the same reps I did the last week, like, or I'm training to failure. If that's all I got in me, that's all I got. It doesn't matter. Like if I didn't progress from the last workout or not, like, if that was all I had, that's all I had. So I'm just focused on giving my best effort, my best focus attention to every set that I perform. If it's progress, it's progress. If it's the same as last week, it's the same as last week. It's just at this stage of the game, 48 years young, almost 49, been lifting for 35 years. Like progress comes at a very, very slow pace. So I just focus on giving my best effort each and every session. Other areas, my workouts have changed, a little bit lower volume. I used to train like 5-6 days a week. Now I'm like 3 to 4 days per week. But just fewer sets per muscle group per week. And I'm just finding that my body's responding best to that. So I'm in the cute little town of Kingsville, Ontario, about half an hour away from where I live. Absolutely love coming out here. They got a great variety of restaurants and breweries. It's just gotta please my palate every once in a while, and that's been a big change when it comes to my diet recently. Is like I've just really developed this incredible appreciation for food, the flavors, and just good quality food. Like rarely do I grab just like the typical processed treats that you'd find out there. Certainly don't really hit up any fast food restaurants or anything like that. I just really appreciate great food, homemade food like myself as well, but I have been dining out a lot more lately. Today I just hit up El Diablo, one of my favorite restaurants, especially when I come out here. It's kind of mostly Mexican, but a bit of a hybrid in there. I started off with a Paloma. I just had one drink, especially with them driving, just savoring the experience overall. I really enjoy Paloma as one of my favorite drinks there, as well as margaritas, mules. I love all different kinds of mules as well. But just a beautiful atmosphere in there. I just wanted to savor every sip of that drink and savor every bite of the food. And that's the thing, like I'm dining out a lot more, but when you really appreciate food and the flavors, the combinations and everything, you take your time chewing and you don't need as much. Mind you, like today, it was a fair amount, like adding it all up. I started off with the Brussels sprouts, which is nice and light. It's kind of a Japanese type Brussels sprout with pork belly in it, just off the charts amazing. One of my favorite little appetizers to start it off with. Then I had some tacos. I had 3 tacos. One was a barbacoa taco, other one was a fish taco, and the third one was their taco of the day, which I think was like a pork taco as well. And then of course I had to have some churros for dessert. Just freaking incredible. Just tasty, a great way to finish things off there. So did I need the dessert? Maybe not, but made the trip out here, half an hour, wanted to fully get the entire experience there. I was still hungry. It's not like, I'm certainly not full, like over full. I am satisfied at this point right now. And that's really what it's all about, enjoying these foods and feeling satisfied. I did eat lighter throughout the day. So I had my shake for breakfast with like the 1 cup of homemade kefir, the 1 cup of unsweetened vanilla cashew milk, asked a load of spinach, banana, scoop of protein powder. And then I did yoga, I had the workout, then I grabbed 2 protein bars from the grocery store close by there. So really, like that's all I had leading up to today, and it was probably just under 1,000 calories, like maybe 900 calories leading up to this meal. So I had the room. I came here hungry, I came here ready to enjoy that meal and just, again, savor every bite. It's not just dining out for the sake of dining out and just scarfing down as much food as I possibly can. It's like savoring every bite, savoring every sip, really taking in the atmosphere. And that's the other thing I love, all the different little cafes that I go to, bakeries, just like when you're at a good place, the atmosphere, you can just tell they pour their heart and their soul. Like the chef here is freaking incredible at El Diablo. So they just pour their heart and soul into their craft, and you can taste it in the food and just, you feel it in the atmosphere as well. So I just love listening to the Mexican music in there, seeing the Mexican art on the walls, and just taking it all in, seeing other families and couples and friends just dining together and really enjoying the experience. Oftentimes I'll get out with family, friends, get out on dates. But today I just wanted to enjoy it, an evening to myself, enjoy that meal to myself. And I love dining out on my own. That leads us to life and lifestyle, and really not much has changed in that department. Still single, still having an absolute blast dating, just patiently waiting to find the right match, that right connection. I'm living an incredible life. I'm just surrounded by the most amazing people. They get me out all the time, very social life, lots of events going on, especially this time of year, festivals, birthdays, just all kinds of get-togethers there, especially with the members of the yoga community that I belong to. Just the most amazing tribe there. So I have no problem being patient and just meeting more and more people, which is absolutely freaking awesome. Other than that, like my same habits, my same daily routine, the waking up early, catching the sunrise, getting my work done, having the cups of coffee there, sunset right now, chilling in the backyard, reading the books, just really focused on my own personal growth, which I think is not only amazing just for me continuing to learn, to grow, to improve, just to become a better person, but when I do find that life partner there, I'm going to be the best partner I can possibly be. So I'm just always focused on how I can improve myself and just soaking up every freaking moment. Just incredibly grateful for just everything that I've got in my life right here, every single moment. Family time, just incredible. Going to be having the family over here for a little paddleboarding and barbecuing this weekend here. So really looking forward to that. Just really, honestly, like blessed, and just, again, keeping the regular routine, consistency, structured. Yes, when I'm out with a lot of events, I might not get my regular sleeping routine on point that night, but kind of balances out through the week. Just really focus on living my life to the fullest. That's truly what this is all about for me. I'm not taking things so serious when it comes to my diet, to my training, to like optimizing my lifestyle or anything like that. I'm just living life to the fullest, taking it one moment at a time, just really soaking up each and every moment.